Welcome into the Chiefs Report by Chat Sports. I am Harrison Graham, and coming up on today's show, we got some draft rumors to get into. Later on, there's some visits that have taken place as Brett Veach has started to meet with some prospects, and also Mel Kiper has released his latest mock draft, plus a potential dream draft target emerging for Kansas City. All that and more coming up here on today's show. But first, we got to get the final push done here. We are almost at 40,000 subscribers. Dolphins today, a little behind us, but I don't want to leave any doubt here. Hit that subscribe button here on the Chiefs Report. Let's dust Dolphins today and Tyreek Hill and subscribers. Let's cross 40K, then keep it moving. If you want daily videos here on the Chiefs Report, let's hit 40K by midnight. All right, Mel Kiper has released his latest mock draft, his second one of the year that he has done, as probably do 5 or 6 by the time it's all said and done. And he's got the Chiefs selecting Georgia offensive tackle Broderick Jones. Broderick Jones, who is a little bit more raw still, but a guy who is very, very talented. Here's what Kiper had to say about the Georgia offensive tackle. Quote, Jones is a little more raw than the top tackles in the class, 19 college starts, but he's a mauler who didn't allow a sack last season. And I've seen this a few times with some different mock drafts of Jones landing in Kansas City, because I think right tackle is the one spot on this offensive line right now that Kansas City could currently upgrade. When you look at how things sit right now, yes, Orlando Brown's a free agent, but I expect him to be back one way or another at that left tackle spot. Joe Thuney, Creed Humphrey, Trey Smith, they're not going anywhere. Andrew Wylie, though, that we've talked about, he's an impending free agent. He could sign for more money elsewhere. Lucas Niang, we don't really know how the Chiefs feel about him at this point in time. So I think the point I'm trying to say is the Chiefs need a right tackle, whether that means they want to re-sign Wylie, try to do that, or if they think Niang's the guy. On paper, they need a right tackle, and I think drafting someone like Broderick Jones with that 31st pick, if he is sitting there, could make a lot of sense. He's talented. He just needs a little bit more experience, less than 20 college starts, but like Kiper said, he's a bit of a mauler and did not give up a single sack in 2022. Now, should the Chiefs draft a right tackle with their first-round pick? Type D for draft or P for pass. Let me know in the comment section down below. Should the Chiefs draft a right tackle in round 1? Now, there are some other draft rumors circulating, as Bleacher Report has named Kayshon Boutte, the LSU wide receiver, as a potential dream target. Boutte, of course, a talented player, but inconsistent production in 3 seasons, had 1,782 yards and 16 touchdowns. Kind of a weird journey. He was going to come back to LSU, then he decided to go pro. Then there were some kind of weird rumors of, not hazing, but some kind of, how do I describe it, kind of intermarital affairs within the program. It sounds like there could have been some kind of involvement between players and staff members. It's all very hearsay stuff, but all out of nowhere, Boutte decides to go pro. So I'm sure he'll be asked about some of those things during his combine interviews, but he is very, very talented. And at wide receiver, the Chiefs have some depth pieces, but Juju Smith-Schuster, McCole Hardman set for free agency. Certainly, this is a team that needs more at the wide receiver position. I don't think there's any doubt about that. Now, today's Chiefs Report is sponsored by Athletic Greens, as one scoop of AG1 is helping me get through the day here at Chat Sports. And I started taking AG1 just over a month ago, and I've never felt more energetic. It was a long football season, and kind of getting through that final stretch and getting through Super Bowl week in Phoenix, Arizona, needed that extra energy boost. And with AG1, I've been able to get that extra energy, and I'm back in my routine. Not only is AG1 helping me get into good habits, I'm already seeing better digestion as well. Improving my gut health is something that I've needed to do, and now that's happening with a single scoop every single day. Covering my nutritional basis for the day literally could not be easier, which is why I trust Athletic Greens. I just mix 1 small scoop of AG1 with water and drink it first thing in the morning. Boom, done, that easy. I also like that it costs less than $3 per day. A pretty good deal if you ask me. It's a really effective daily habit with the highest quality sourced ingredients, a win-win. If a comprehensive solution is what you need from your supplement routine, then Athletic Greens is giving you a free 1-year supply of vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. So go to athleticgreens.com/chatsports. That is athleticgreens.com/chatsports. Check it out. Link is in the comments and in the description of today's video. Scoop of AG1, you're never going to be feeling better. There are looming decisions at wide receiver for Kansas City with Juju and McCole Hardman being impending free agents. So what will Brett Veach do at wide receiver? Will he re-sign Juju? Will he draft someone like Kayshon Boutte? It'll be very interesting to see how it plays out. Andy Reid did say at the NFL Combine that Kadarius Toney and Sky Moore will be in line for bigger roles in 2023. So that is a good thing, and I think that's natural. You know, they're a year older. Sky will have a full rookie season under his belt. Toney will have a full offseason in this offense, and they obviously expect big things out of him. So moving forward, they'll definitely be more involved. But do they have a true number one on the roster? Is Boutte someone that could be that? It's hard to say. So it'll be interesting to see what the Chiefs do. What do you guys think? Who will be the Chiefs' number one wide receiver in 2023? Go ahead and comment down below. Get your thoughts on that down in the comment section. Now let's get to some Chiefs draft visits to kind of wrap things up here, as the NFL Combine is this week, and the Chiefs have met with several draft prospects. I'm just going to kind of read off my notes here. Isaiah Foskey, the edge out of Notre Dame, is someone that they have formally met with. He mentioned that earlier today at the NFL Combine. Nolan Smith, the edge out of Georgia, a little more undersized. We've talked about him before, but he's an excellent run stopper for his size, and he could drop into coverage a little bit with that athleticism, so I am certainly intrigued by him. Derek Hahn out of the edge out of Auburn, Derek Hall, the edge out of Auburn. Interesting guy in the middle rounds, maybe third round, something like that. Akina Inetchukwu, I'm sure I botched that, the edge out of Rice. Gervon Dexter, kind of a tweener out of Florida, can play inside out. Said earlier today he believes he can play multiple spots on a defensive line. Keanu Benton out of Wisconsin, kind of a three technique defensive tackle who has some pass rushing ability. Deion Henley, the linebacker out of Washington State, who is rising up draft boards, a former wide receiver in college, switched positions and has great coverage skills. Lonnie Phelps, the edge out of Kansas. Now, that was a Senior Bowl meeting. And then Felix Anudike Uzoma, you guys are probably familiar with him, out of Kansas State. Informal meeting, not yet a formal meeting. We'll see if that takes place later this week. But some visits taking place out in Indianapolis as Brett Veach, Andy Reid look to add the next great talented Chiefs players to their roster. That's going to do it for today's Chiefs Report. Appreciate you guys for tuning in here on a Wednesday. More videos to come. I am Harrison Graham. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and we will see you guys soon here on the Chiefs Report.